Hold on, don't shout at me. You came voluntarily. Did I ask you to come? I'm defending fascism. No, I'm exposing you as a fascist.
How am I a fascist with people who are hurtful and raped, and there's rapists who are still in the camp?
But see, the problem is, sometimes you get speakers like me who are not scared of people like you. Ultimately, you are afraid of ideas. You're not willing to engage with me. You think I pose a threat to you? I'm an immigrant. I came to America with nothing. What threat do I pose to you?
You promoted dangerous, violent ideas that kill millions of people.
I propose dangerous, violent ideas to kill people? Who have I killed?
And you look at capitalism.
Do you realize that Hitler's deadly opponent was capitalism? The fascist ideology is one that is distinctly on the left. And the idea that the fascists are right-wing because they support racial superiority? Wait a minute. The guy who showed the Ku Klux Klan movie in the White House was Woodrow Wilson, a progressive Democrat. So progressivism was married to racism at the hip. So don't pretend it was a right-wing phenomenon. It wasn't.
Go fuck yourself.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
What about you? Have you ever fought a guy?
I fought a guy, but I didn't win.
Okay. Why'd y'all fight?
Over a girl. Well, she's bi, so 6 months up after we ended our relationship, like, we were at a party, and she ended up showing up with a dude. He was like, yeah, that's my girl. I was like, we just broke up 2 weeks ago. What do you mean that's your girl? I punched him in the shit because he was talking some shit to me.
You punched him in the face?
Yeah, but then I ended up getting dragged and I ended up in the hospital. So at the end of the day, no. At the end of the day, no. My answer is no. That honestly was my biggest L.
Did he, and he beat you up?
Yeah, but it's my karma. So at the end of the day, like, after the fact, I wasn't really mad about it. I just sat there and I was like, you know what? I low-key deserve that. I mean, like, I was out of pocket for it. I had no place. Like, you know, we were broken up. Like, I had no place to sit there and smack him. But it really wasn't my place to go out and do that. But I did. And after the fact, like, I apologized.
This young lady got slapped so hard that she found Jesus reincarnated and woke up the next morning with some common sense. She accepted the fact that she was wrong, she didn't play the victim, and she learned. And very rarely, and it's absolutely amazing to see a woman hold herself accountable. Whoever the guy is, props to him for giving this girl the magical reset button.
Once again, to prove that there is no difference between biological females and biological males, we see this female Marine against this male Marine, and watch how it is a completely fair and equal battle. Do you see? See?
Lord Jesus. Réalité se paie cher.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Feel if Usain Bolt suddenly identified as a woman?
That's a ridiculous question.
Oh,
and you know
why?
it is. Come on, that's
Why?
silly. Because you can't wake up tomorrow morning and decide that you're a woman and start competing.
Right? Wrong.
Forget about it! You ain't even gonna do nothing? Joke's on you, Arlie. I identify as a woman.
You can't wake up tomorrow morning and decide that you're a woman and start competing.
It's literally what Leah Thomas has done.
It takes 2 years. In the UK, it takes 2 years.
It takes
to be
1 year
approved by
to qualify
2 doctors
in
and you need a
athletics, right?
certificate.
So Usain Bolt could potentially, within a year, with a bit of reduced testosterone treatment, he could sprint against women.
A huge reduction in testosterone.
Yeah,
A huge.
it makes no difference to body mass or size or power.
But it would
or
change.
speed.
It would alter everything.
So you'd be fine? Would you be fine with that?
If he suddenly did, well, if that's.
You respect his right
This
to
is
be a woman.
ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. It is ridiculous, but not for the reasons you think.
But
Because it could happen. And you think it's fair.
That's obscene. That is obscene.
Would you be happy if Usain Bolt identified as a woman and began winning the races against women by 2 seconds?
You're making an extreme argument out of what are people's lives.
It's happening with Leah Thomas.
She's literally saying how ridiculous her own beliefs are. Now, my South African brother from Zimbabwe, can you please extrapolate and educate and show us the diagram on how a woman's brain works?
A woman's brain is divided into two. A woman's brain. A woman's brain is divided into two sides. A woman's brain is divided into two sides, where we have the left side and the right side. On the left side of a woman's brain, there is nothing right. And on the right side of a woman's brain, there is nothing left.
Hey! I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
So I misunderstand. Are we saying that 2 + 2, if you say it's 4, that's racist? I mean, that sounds like we may be mischaracterizing it. What, if you can quickly sum it up?
No, that's not mischaracterizing it at all. Math is basically racist under this ideology because it says there is no such thing as an objective reality. So 4 might not be the right number. 2 + 2 might actually equal 5.
You can call me out on being a liberal snowflake or whatever about my feelings, but then you, in the middle of your speech, I think this was hate speech. You made fun of transgenders.
Well, I made fun of one person who grabbed me by the back of the neck and threatened me with violence, to be fair.
I mean, yes, but also Caitlyn Jenner, and you seem to be making, I don't want, you were clearly making jokes at the expense of transgender people. So my question is, where do you draw the line between being a mensch and clearly offending people? Like, where do you draw the line?
Okay, so for me, so for me, if I coldly and clearly state a fact and you're offended by the fact, that's not me being responsible for offending you, that's me saying a fact and you being offended. As far as me making jokes about Zoe Tur, my general rule is that if somebody grabs me by the back of the neck and threatens me with violence on national television, I have the right to make fun of them.
How North Korea became how it is today? When Kim Il-sung came, he made one promise to North Korean people. I'm going to feed you rice and meat stew each meal. And I'm going to get rid of all the inequality. If I do that, why don't you give me all your land and all your rights? We wanted no inequality, so we gave our land, our rights to this one guy. He took everything from us. So whenever in America I came, and people in Manhattan, living in the best city in the world, telling me passionately how America is so bad. So I asked them, so what is it so bad about America that you hate so much? And they say, you know what? We have inequality in this country. That's an amazing thing that you can rise to compared to other people. The enemy is poverty, not inequality.
What do you think of Mike Tyson? Would you rank him as the greatest athlete of all time?
No. Is Mike Tyson here? No.
Yes, he's the greatest athlete of all time.
Who do you think would win in a fight between Conor McGregor and Mike Tyson?
That's a difficult question. I don't know. They both have the aggression. I'm gonna have to go with Conor because he's Irish, so.
All right, tell him.
Her statement just put the nail on the coffin, and just solidify our fellow South African brothers' diagram of a woman's brain. Because prime Mike Tyson will break everyone's neck like a pencil stick.
Well, opportunists. They look for a chance for you to fall, but they stay close to you as if they're your friend while you're in power. But as soon as the opportunity comes, and they may help the opportunity by putting somebody, by planting somebody in your situation, and as soon as the time comes where you're down and out, that's when everybody stick their fork in your neck and in your back. But then one day, if you're strong and you overcome your adversity, then it's going to be their turn. But let's see how well they handle it. I don't think that the people that can handle it as well as I handle it, they're not as tough as they think they are. Everyone thinks they're a tough guy, they're a big shot, but they're not, deep down inside. If you strip them down for what they truly are, they're cowards. Because they manipulate and they misuse people. And only cowards do that because they're insecure themselves and their own manhood. I talk to the smallest, wimpiest guy in the world the same way I talk to the biggest, baddest motherfucker.
A freak of a human specimen like Mike Tyson set the standards on why there is a division for male sports and women's sports. And here's why.
Another intergender match. Oh, damn, he just punched the equality out of her. Oh, wow, she running? Ain't her running, B? Equal rights?
We need some milk.
You're nice to somebody that they're gonna not betray you. I mean, our journalists are job is to report on the truth.
No one even hardly watches women's sports. But I can almost guarantee you, if we allow and inject every single woman with steroids, It will be damn entertaining.
Dear John Witherspoon, is steroid use ruining professional sports?
Steroids? I think it's a good thing. Look what it's done to our baseball players. Roger Clemens, my man, he can throw a ball 380 miles an hour. Steroids, after 20 years, that's a bad motherfucker. I think there should be a whole new league where you can have all the steroids you want. Who cares if you grow another foot? You got 3 fucking feet? Run, motherfucker! I spent $700 for a basketball game. I don't see a motherfucker fly. Let them all have steroids. Boxing, I want to see somebody knock that motherfucker's head off. I want to see a hockey player eat the fucking puck. I'm gonna tell you who needs some steroids. The soccer player. 3 fucking hours. The score is 1-1. Give him some steroids. I want to see the score 115 to 150. I'll pay to see some shit like that. But you need steroids. I'm gonna get me some fucking steroids. I want to be able to bang a girl for about 2 years. Knock a motherfucker out. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And give them to the people going over there in Iraq. Give them some steroids. That should have been over. They had steroids. Let's go home. We done killed everybody. Come on.
And fellas, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
I was the perfect warrior, cold and ruthless. I lived by my strength alone, uninhibited by foolish emotion. But slowly, over the years, I became one of you. My quest for greatness gradually giving way to this life of mediocrity.